327-5085. Richard Jackson, the Blossom Booster. We have it. It is our #1 selling product, not only gardening, but it, of course, QVC UK. This is an item that for those of you at QVC here in the United States, this is where you find it. This is the Blossom Booster. It is customer top rated. It's a concentrate, 4.5 pounds. If only Richard would come to my house and do the gardening. We all wish we could have him there as well. So does everybody apparently across the entire continent of, you know, we're looking at everyone who wants Richard there. We have Barbara King here, who joins us, and Barbara and her husband, they have a tremendous, beautiful gardening and nursery center, and everything that is so beautiful that you do.
Live it
and love it. And there's such great satisfaction when you're doing something wonderful for your plants, and plants need the right nutrition. Why is Richard Jackson the man that people turn to globally for the best food?
Well, he couldn't find any fertilizer out there that satisfied him, so he went out and made it. And it's unlike any fertilizer my husband and I have ever tried. We were having coffee the other morning and my husband said, ever since using Richard Jackson, I see a noticeable difference in my plants. He said, they're like my children. When I look at them, they're like, hooray. And it's because of Richard Jackson's special formula and 3 key ingredients. One being a very high level of potash, which is going to give you more fruits, flowers, and vegetables, bigger fruits, flowers, and vegetables. Also, there's a seaweed extract. And Jackie, that's like a micronutrient that gives your plants this burst of energy that they're going to need to make all these fruits, flowers, and vegetables. Wow. And the other thing that I really love is this wetting agent. So these nutrients actually soak into the soil, and this is truly remarkable.
And by the way, if you were to go to QVC's website, we do offer a 1.5 pound version of this for $20. Here we're doing 4.5 pounds for $33.98. And this continues to be a customer top rated item. So if you're saying, you know what, I'm not the greatest gardener, or maybe you are, but you want to show it up this year, this is the way you go. M48777, and I love gardening, and I love having, you know, wonderful things that make me excited outside, but imagine if they could be even better.
Right, and in an easy way. And what I love is reading the customer reviews and looking at these pictures. These are all pictures from Richard Jackson's customers in the UK, most of them. This is one clematis plant. The picture is sent to us by Rob and Brenda in Stoke-on-Trent. They said, look at this plant. This is a clematis in a pot where there's no nutrients really in the soil. When you plant your plants in a pot, it really runs away. Richard Jackson gave them results like all of those flowers. Now, if you love tomatoes like I love tomatoes, Richard Jackson is going to change your world. This Blossom Booster is going to give you more good fruit. Now, we actually have a legal claim on this because we did a field study. And when comparing Blossom Booster to another leading brand of fertilizer, when fed at the exact time of week, the same per week rating, you will get more good fruit when using Richard Jackson Blossom Booster. I mean, compared to the leading brand, that's huge.
That's huge.
That's what my husband and I saw. The difference in plants, and our plants are pretty unbelievable. They became extraordinary. So gardeners that grow for years, when they try it, they see the difference, and everyday gardeners.
Look at those lilies.
This is from Carol. She said she just could not believe the size of her lilies. And here we have Sue right here in Pennsylvania that was astounded at her dahlia crop. That is just spectacular.
Sue, those are amazing. Now, okay, look, the reviews are at the bottom of the screen. This is customer top rated. Now, when you look at those reviews and you're thinking, okay, what do I do? How do we use his Blossom Booster?
Oh, it's really easy. 1 gallon of water, and you could put it in a watering can to a teaspoon or a half a scoop. Jackie, you mix that up. How hard was that?
Oh, that was
very
so difficult.
So you can use it in a watering can, or you can use it in a hose and sprayer.
I like that idea.
And then you can get your whole garden and get spectacular results. Now, this is a picture of just water on the left.
Okay.
That's just rolling away. Richard Jackson has put a wetting agent in, so it's soaking all the nutrients into the soil, giving you results like my husband and I have never seen before. We grow things for the Philadelphia Flower Show, some of our orchid plants that have won over the years. He saw a dramatic difference after using Richard Jackson.
And I mean, and I was laughing as I'm thinking about Barbara and your husband going, okay, seriously, they have to be the complete, like, you know, plant food snobs over here going, nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That for your husband to actually not only to win the awards, but to say, you know what, seeing the difference.
This is different. This is something that we have never experienced before in any other fertilizer that we've used.
Oh, yummy.
Tomatoes love it.
Oh.
They just, I mean, I call them 3 napkin tomatoes. They drip down the elbow. Here is one hanging basket. This is a petunia. Hanging baskets are really hard to keep the nutrients in the soil.
Scotland. This is Jim in Scotland that did this, because remember, when we're talking about Richard Jackson, he's #1 at QVC UK, and I mean, sought after. Look at this.
And that's why I tried it. He said, Barbara, I have the #1 gardening product of all of QVC gardening in the UK. I said, I have to try this, Richard. I'm so glad I did, because gardening, we were good at it. We became even better. It's so much more satisfying when you have results like this. Crops that are just going to explode.
Ooh.
Here's begonias.
You thought they couldn't get better? Look at that.
If you feed your plants just like people, if you give them what they need, and that's what my husband, again, he is an amazing grower here in Pennsylvania. He said, when I look at my plants now, he said, they're so happy.
Look.
They are exploding in flowers. This is a window box.
Linda from the UK.
Oh,
they're gorgeous. What a beautiful window box, the way that they cascade. I mean, this, oh yeah.
So don't forget it on your indoor plants too, because indoor plants, especially when they're in pots, they are going to need the right nutrients. So our orchid plants have done so much better. Any of your indoor plants, you're going to love the results. You're going to love how easy it is to use. This makes 408 gallons, and it never goes
remarkable.
bad. It has no shelf life, so it's going to last and be good every time you use it.
You're going to get 4.5 pounds here for $33.98. And I was just telling Barbara, I said, I have some of these beautiful orchids at home, and I don't know, I love to garden and I do well outside, knock on wood, but I can't get my orchids to do something. And you're like, you need to feed them. That's what we have to do. So that's,
you want Richard Jackson in
Richard,
you have it.
I know. And if I can grow more than 2 orchids at a time, I'll be successful.
It's easy.
I can grow like 2. That's about it. And I talk nice to it. I sing to it. Maybe it doesn't like my voice. I haven't determined that yet. We now have the ultimate frustration reliever right now. This is the Ultimate Innovations Dirty Little Digger Tool. Sounds like that ought to be like PG-13 rated. Roxanne DePalma brings it to us, and Roxanne, at her website, this would sell for almost $25. This is one that has been very popular at QVC, and if you are looking at the one tool that is going to replace so many others that you have in your own shed, in your garden, wherever it is, right there, planting bulbs for me, getting through not only you know, through roots, but getting through rocks and everything else. This is the little digger. This dirty little digger's gonna do it. Oh
First
my
of all,
gosh.
it is so nice to be back with our Jackie. Mwah.
Good to see you.
I was sneaking peeking with our QVC addict saying, Jackie Gonzalez
Hi,
is on
guys.
tonight.
Hi, my addict friends.
All our addict friends, we all love you. Anyway, Jackie,
This is awesome.
this is the sharpest tool in your shed.
Okay.
This will be your favorite tool in your shed, and it's called the Dirty Little Digger. Now what it is,
And we have different color handles available, but we'll get to that. You just look at what it does.
it's stainless steel. It's not junk metal. It has serrated edges on the side, much like a hori-hori knife for my gardeners out there.
Yes.
It has a pointed tip. This is so you can get all